In high school, I didn't really know what I was going to do. I knew I really enjoyed computers, and I really enjoyed drama. And I kind of felt torn between the two. Computers I enjoyed being on. I didn't really care for programming or any job-related things to do with computers. I thought I might want to be an actor, a comedian, like improv, or a dancer. I really enjoyed drama class. But there wasn't any career. There was just things that I enjoyed doing.
So when I finished high school, various personal issues that I was going through meant that I didn't go to university right away. I had some things that I had to tend to, and then I got married and I had children, and once they were school age I started to realize that I wanted to figure out what really would make me happy in terms of my career and my work life, and it was at that time that I decided to go back to school. So I went to university as what they call a mature student, and I transferred into the Brock Co-op program, started working in public accounting, and my career has just been clicking along ever since.
My name is Mike Cope and I'm 40 years old. To describe myself in 2 words, cartoonist daddy. When I was in high school, I knew I wanted to be a cartoonist. I wasn't exactly sure how I would become one, but I knew that that's something I wanted to do. My post-secondary education is a 4-year degree in multimedia from McMaster University. I also have classical animation at Sheridan College, and I took a 1-year certificate there called Art Fundamentals. After graduating, I also finished my Bachelor of Education at Brock University. I currently work as a freelance cartoonist. I knew ever since I was a kid that I loved to draw, so it was like a calling maybe that way, but it's also one that I knew I had to work for, so I had to develop skills to actually be able to work in this field. I knew from the time that I was a kid that I liked cartooning. I knew it was something I'd love to do, I enjoyed doing. It wasn't until just after graduating high school that it was something that I knew that I wanted to seriously pursue. I love this career because it's something that I've enjoyed since I was little. I've always loved to draw. It's rewarding because now I get paid to draw. So from that side, that's great. But it's also, it's something like I get to work with lots of different people, different groups. I do a lot of education-based cartoon work, so it has a positive impact that way. So it's rewarding in all different manners. My advice for high school students would be to don't put blinders on, you know, like have an idea of what you'd like to do, but still keep your opportunities or your options open, because you never know. Like I knew I wanted to be a cartoonist. I thought that it would be a newspaper comic strip, you know, like Peanuts and Garfield, but cartooning has so many different other things that you can do, from animation to books and magazine illustration. So you don't want to put those blinders on. Keep them off, and don't be afraid to keep on learning and pushing and developing your skills.
My name is Charlotte Tunikaitis. I'm older than you are. I'm a mother of 2 teenagers. I would describe myself as determined and compassionate. When I was in high school, my career goals changed a couple of times. Originally, I wanted to be a teacher. Then I thought I liked accounting, and at the end of high school, I wanted to be a minister. My post-secondary education is that I have an honors Bachelor of Accounting co-op degree, and I also have an accounting designation. I'm a CPA-CA, which means that I'm a chartered professional accountant. My current job is Deputy Treasurer of the town of Pelham. It took me some time to figure out what I was interested in, but once I started learning about accounting, I consciously made the choice to go into this area. I would say I decided around the time that I owned my own business, and I started doing the bookkeeping for the business and taking some accounting courses on the side, and then I remembered how much I loved it, and then I realized that I wanted to specialize. I think accounting has a lot of opportunities. To be honest, there are quite a few jobs in accounting, which is helpful, and it also opens the door to work in a lot of different areas. So I have experience in public accounting. Now I work for a municipality. A lot of people work for companies, so there's just a lot that you can do with an accounting degree. I would say the best advice I have, there are two key things that I would like to say. One is that you should always keep your options open. So try to take courses and try to pursue classes that will keep your options open for going into other things in case you do change your mind at some point. And the second thing that I would say is that when you get to the point that you're looking at post-secondary education, I strongly recommend a co-op program. I was in the co-op program at Brock, and the company that I co-opted with hired me after I graduated, and it also gave me a ton of experience. I also know some students who tried it and realized they didn't like it, and so I think it's just good because it gives you a chance before you're completely done your degree to make sure that you like what you're doing, and then it gives you experience to help you get a job afterwards.
Hi, my name is Vidal. I am 30 years old. To describe myself in 2 words, I would say director and entrepreneur. Unless I went with Jedi Knight. Past high school, I actually don't have any post-secondary education. I did 4 years at E.O. Crosley, grades 9 through 12, and that is it. So nowadays, I actually make YouTube videos for a living. I've been doing that for the past, I've been making YouTube videos for the past 10 years. It's been my full-time job for the past 8 years. I think this was a career that I found. I mean, when I was in high school, YouTube didn't exist, but even social media didn't exist. Digital video was basically like a little handy cam in standard definition, and there was no easy way of sharing that online. But I knew I loved video and video making and editing and shooting and lighting, and I got a job shooting weddings just so my hands would be on a camera. But I wasn't happy. What I really wanted to do was I enjoyed making skits with my friends. But again, that's not a career. So when YouTube came out, I would upload videos to YouTube way back in 2006. And there was no money. Again, that was just kind of a hobby. And then as YouTube got monetized by Google, which is a whole other topic unto itself, that allowed me to finally, after a couple years, it wasn't until 2008 that I was able to actually make money. For me, I feel like I've never really pursued a career. I pursued things that I enjoyed doing. I liked being on computers, I liked drama, I liked acting, I liked filming videos with my friends, and then I needed to have a job. And so I had a job at Tim Hortons, I had a job at Harvey's, I worked at the Seaway Mall for a couple years, just in various retail jobs. And then when I knew I wanted to do video and be involved in video, I met some friends who worked at this wedding video company. And so then I got a job there, which I guess would be on the path to the career, barely. And then that eventually led to YouTube. I feel like I want to be a YouTuber forever. I like how different it is from any typical or mainstream job, but I even like how different it is from itself. YouTube keeps changing, and I have to keep changing, and I like that. But that passion is still there. I really believe in the YouTube community and the people that use YouTube. That actually really means a lot to me. Those people mean a lot to me. To many high school students unsure about their future, you know, this is really weird, but I would say to not worry about it. I know that people are telling you or pressuring you to make choices. I was lucky enough to know what I loved doing. That wasn't education or a career. You know, the question, what do you want to do with your life? I don't know. But I know I like being on computers. I know I like drama class. I know I like collaborating with my friends. And I just had to work some crappy jobs while figuring that out. When I finished high school, I didn't go to any post-secondary education, and I thought I might one day. And so if you need time to figure it out, you know, I would say to not obsess over a career, obsess over doing what makes you happy, and see if there's a job somewhere in there. I think that's like the ultimate, my ultimate definition of happiness. Obviously, not everybody's going to be able to do that. But I think to rush into post-secondary, if you really have no idea, I don't think there's anything wrong with not knowing.